Taurus, welcome to your general overview for September. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. Now, we are still in the season of Virgo, your Earth cousin, and like me, I hope you have been enjoying it. You know, it's just, oh God, Virgo season is just so invigorating, you know? Excellent time to really focus on the home space, our physical energies. Well, I have just been enjoying it. And we are also recording, and I did this on purpose, a couple of days prior to the full moon. So I'm really hoping to get some of that critical full moon energy in for everybody. What is going on? So we are starting off with the Moonology Oracle. I have to tell you a cute story. My 9-year-old, my daughter, came home and recently told me, she was so excited by this, she had just discovered her best friend is Taurus. It was so cute. I tell her a little bit about the signs and, you know, what they're about and all that. She's an Aquarius, so very inquisitive mind. Very inquisitive mind. You would never know a child could ask so many questions in 1 hour. But yes, she came home and said, my best friend's a bull. Very proud. Very proud to have a best friend that is a Taurus, right? And I said, you know what, honey? You got a friend for life. Just don't piss him off. You'll be fine. But she's so excited. She's so proud to have a Taurus bestie. Oh, it's so cute. What is going on, please, for that Taurus energy in September? What is going on, please, for that Taurus energy? Okay, you got it. Meditate and contemplate, yeah? New moon in Pisces. Now, for some of you, you might have some very strong Pisces in your chart. You could be connecting to one. That's not the point. Meditation, contemplation, okay, harmonious mind, yes? When we have our mind in order, our mental energy in order, our emotional energy order, our spiritual energy in order, things tend to fall into place. We never feel so balanced or harmonized. Now, some of you might be contemplating very difficult things, and that's what you're trying to achieve. A harmonious sense of, this is correct, this is correct, this is going one way, this one's not going this way, what's going on here, okay? So what that applies to in your life, I don't know, but some of you are just simply trying to get into that lovely space of calm, peace, serenity. And hopefully for some of you, it's a reflection of where you are. And some of you are hoping to get there. You know, you just might have a lot of things going on right now where it seems like things are just going back and forth, to and fro. But typically this represents our mental energy as well as our emotional energy, trying to harmonize, trying to find that lovely balance and flow of energies, accepting things for their natural state of existence and finding our peace in that. And hopefully that's a reflection of where you are. And for others of you, that's where you wish to be. What's going on? Show me Taurus in September, please. Show me Taurus, please, in September. What is going on? Once more, we are using the Dreamy Moons Tarot, which we absolutely love. What is going on? Show me Taurus. Ooh. Interesting. You see that? Everything potentially has value. If you're a good tarot reader, a lot of things can inform you. There goes that concept of you might have a lot going on. Trying to consolidate for some of you, yeah? For others of you, things might be fanning out quite well. What's going on? Taurus in September, please. Strength. Two of Cups. The Lovers. Oh my. You got something going on. All right, let's keep going. Current, Ace of Cups, honey. 10 of Wands, some strain there and confusion. 2 of Swords. Okay. Future, 6 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles. I know that doesn't seem like a lot. That's so interesting. That is very interesting. There is something here that presents itself as very strong love energy. 4 Cups is in your overview. Some disappointment here, some emotional detachment. I wish I could feel more about this situation, this person, this thing, this whatever this is to you, but I don't. And the question is why? Where does that disappointment come from? Where are you feeling it? If you are feeling emotionally detached from something, someone, or a situation, place, circumstance, so on and so forth, why? Where's that coming from? And for others of you, it's like, look, I got incoming, I'm just whatever, it's just not doing anything for me. So that's also the 4 Cups. It's like, yeah, I got love offers. That doesn't mean I'm excited about it. And it's like, no, no, no. We'll see. We'll see which one's for you, because you do have very strong, Taurus, honey, very strong, lovely, and I mean lovely, well, frankly, love components here that are both emotional as well as spiritual. We have the Lovers plus the Two of Cups and Strength. There is something in you that has such a strong call, simply and unequivocally, to balanced love, specifically a harmonious love, and it means a great deal to you, otherwise I wouldn't be seeing it. It evokes in you very strong feelings, but they're equal. Okay, so I promised I would do a better job of holding up the cards. I know. I use a lot of them, so I don't always remember to do that. You'll have to forgive me. But as we see, it's always dual. Two. The Lovers. It takes two people. So we have what is a very strong bond here. Very strong emotional bond, very strong spiritual bond, very strong love bond. Okay, and it is looking very much like a soul tie. But we are showing or feeling some sort of sense of disappointment or detachment from it, or perhaps it's here and you're just not experiencing it, or you're not able to experience it. And that might be where the disappointment, oh Lord, I just kicked off some cross watchers, didn't I? Oh, I just felt that. Just like, that's me. It's me. That's me and my Taurus. That's me and my Taurus. Cross watchers, you are welcome, of course. But do keep in mind this is Taurus's reading, okay? Take what resonates, see what does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Taurus, as you know, as if you are one of my regular collectives, you can have some very intense cross watchers. I just got somebody somewhere salivating. Okay. So yeah, you have some very, and I mean that it's not just strong, honey. It's just beautiful, or at least it could be. I want to know why you're showing me strength to something that looks like, by all rights, should be natural and organic to you, and it should be. With the Two of Cups and the Lovers, you shouldn't need strength. It just is. It should just exist easily within you, especially if it's presenting itself beautifully as a dual thing. In other words, it's not just you, it's them too. That's the implication of these kind of bonds, right? So strength is there. And I want to know why. Because this should be easy, right? So why do you feel detached? And then we kind of zip on over to your currents. We have Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, Two of Swords. You're like, Christina, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Here comes your energy kicking in, trying to override these beautiful feelings, and I don't mean that to insult you. It's just I'm familiar with your process. And it's the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Wands. You're like, look, I got a lot going on. Okay, I got a Ten of Wands, and frankly, I'm kind of confused by the whole thing. Two of Swords. It is what it is. Your energy does this to me all the time. Future orientation, Six of Swords, crystals in this deck. Moving forward, it's looking like you're trying to move into a state of Wheel of Fortune, which for you isn't necessarily the easiest thing, hence why I'm seeing a Page of Pentacles for you. So far that's fairly consistent in your future orientation. You're telling me, by the smallest means and measures, you would like to make some sort of investment towards change, but you want it to be small. You want it to be manageable, right? That's the name of the game. Taurus is all about the small, steady investments, right? When you are not able to throw your energy into something without any doubt or hesitation, you tend to slow things down until you can get more acclimated to the climate, as it were. Because for the Taurus energy, there's some things you just know you can throw yourself into and you don't hesitate, right? That's you. That's where your collective knowledge comes from. And then the other things that you feel inclined towards but have a lot of question marks over it, you'll be like, you know what, let's step back from that, and we're gonna take our time with that until you have a stronger sense of knowing. So I am kind of seeing what looks like a Taurian process here. This Four of Cups, while we're feeling emotionally detached, let's start right there. Let's jump into it, okay? And these are the things that many of you are trying to harmonize. There's a certain level of balance within yourself you want to achieve before I feel like you can move forward into whatever it is that you are feeling or is provoking you. And I don't mean provoking as in it's challenging. It's that it's here and it is presenting itself, but you're not immediately jumping on it, okay? We're going to see why. Let's start with that Four of Cups. Show me that Four of Cups, please. What's going on? Show me that Four of Cups, please, for Taurus. What's going on for Four of Cups, please? Knight of Swords, and that's what you want to change, the Chariot, because you don't want it. King of Pentacles, that's you. You want to claim this. You do. You do. Okay, good, 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 good. See, there's your surface stuff, and then there's what's under you. So under the Four of Cups, you are telling me I am kind of disconnected. I'm not exactly thrilled about my situation, circumstance, or how I'm interpreting a particular situation, because there is a strong pull in you to do the exact opposite of what you're feeling. So what it is you will allow yourself to do, I don't know. Internally, your instinct is on point. Your instinct is 100% on point, and I hope it's strong enough to override that sense of hands off. I don't know. I'm not feeling strongly about it one way or the other. There is something in your emotional disappointment that you very much wish to correct, because you know it could swing very much in the opposite direction with some solidity too. And your own King of Pentacles self is backing this up. Like, you know. And I believe you do, because these cards, I must mind you, this energy is much stronger than whatever a Four of Cups could be to me, or see, or being to anybody. So this might be what you're feeling currently, but that's not where you actually want to be. There is something here in you that says, I could be my most Taurian King of Pentacles self with action under the Chariot. So, in other words, you know your feelings could get bigger. Like, you know this. This is undisputed knowledge within you, or at least it's a feeling, I should say. You know. And the bigger part of you that wants the full capacity of love, and to be in love, and to be understood, and to be nurtured and given the correct growth under the guidance of love, but also in the real world, with your material energy here with the King of Pentacles, knows that you could take Knight of Swords action, okay, towards enhancing this. So blasting from a Four of Cups to the Chariot, but it's a manageable blast. You're showing me a sense of, yeah, I could. I could. I know you could, honey. But will you allow it? Because you seem to be inclined to. Despite whatever it is you're presenting to me on the surface of your emotionality, Four of Cups, when we clarify, your energy is incredibly strong. In other words, like I said, your instinct is on point. You know you could accelerate from a Four to a Chariot. You can't be more in love than the Chariot, right? And with your King of Pentacles signing off on that, it's coming from a level of confidence and experience. Your energy, also your real world action with that Knight of Swords says, I could do this, and I think I want to. So, many of you might be coming out of various stages of disappointments with emotional relationships, or there's been this low-level hum of nothing's going on. There's been no improvement. There has been no changes. There has been no sense of climbing up the emotional ladder, as it were, in terms of your love life. And that's one of the things you very much want to do. It's like your energy is poised. It's ready to spring into action. So let's see, because by all rights, you have something here, fairly recent past, that suggests, damn, it's good to be Taurus. That's what your energy is saying. But I want to know what that strength is. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Ooh. Taurus is like, I know I could. I know I could. And I will. I hope you do. I hope you do, because that is fantastic energy. It's absolutely beautiful. It's, your instinct is very strong. When we get under that sort of lethargy, that emotional disinterest, nothing's going on, nothing's ringing my bell, right? There's a blast of energy there that says, I know what to do. And you know what? I don't think I want to hang out in the Four of Cups anymore. Good on you. Let's see what you do. Four of Pentacles. Holding back. Ten of Pentacles. Interesting acceleration. Interesting. Strength. Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are concerning yourself with growth. As we know, Ten of Pentacles for you, very normal. Honestly, Ten of Wands and Ten of Pentacles, Taurus. There is that, there's something about your energy that's not investing itself the way that it wants to. Where is that coming from? You have the vision of the Ten of Pentacles in mind, of course. And this, of course, as we know, is long-standing connectivity. This is our community, this is our family, this is our friend, this is our personal monetary stuff, this is career stuff. It's all encompassing, you know. And this is what we want. A long-standing legacy, long-standing achievement, right? To do well by ourselves and by others. And the Four of Pentacles, we have not been able to engage in this the way we wanted to, or have been wanting to. There's like, there's something in between you and your goals. You haven't lost hope for it. Strength is here. But a big part of your energy is showing restraint, or rather you feel like you have been inhibited or prohibited from engaging in your Ten of Pentacles the way that you want. How is this affecting your love energy? That's my first thought. Because for earth signs, those two are often entwined. There's something here in your foundational energy that you feel is not correct yet, or has not been fully developed yet. You're still holding out strength for it. In other words, you haven't given up on it. There's something here about you're telling me your pentacles aren't cooked yet, that you don't have enough, yet. But there's also other things you have not given up, even though they may not be lending to your Ten of Pentacles anymore. That's hard for you. You're a natural resource gatherer, honey, and that's one of your cons to your pros, in that you know how to accumulate resources, but you also have a hard time knowing when to let them go when they're not panning out or proving useful to you. I want to know what's prohibiting you from your Ten of Pentacles, because that seems already to be a block. Wait, I'm gonna get back to that. Let's keep going. Show me that Two of Cups, please. Show me that Two of Cups, please. There's some things you feel you're obligated to hold on to, but at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that's also keeping you from where you need to be. Especially with that sense of responsibility that you do have, it is very hard for you to discern when to let things go and when to explore the things, because you're always holding on to stuff or maintaining things that you feel is your responsibility. Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, the Ten of Wands, that's where your strain's coming from. Ten of Wands twice. It's making that sense of you to open up to love, and particularly for some of you, yes, new love, and that Ace of Wands, you find it quite the strain. It's here in your recent past, so this is rolling into each other. It's also at the dead center of your reading with that Ten of Wands there. You have found it a strain. It's not that you don't want it. See, that's what I'm saying. There's something there in your material world that's prohibiting you from moving forward. Whatever that is to you, and you feel free to let me know as you see fit. So that Two of Cups with the Ace of Wands, which is beautiful energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Duh. Right? That's a big duh. Beautiful. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. Gorgeous. Mwah. Chef's kiss. It's not convenient. So it's not convenient, your energy says, and I'm sure it's not. There's something in your material world, because you have estimated that you either can't move forward or accumulate what you want in order for you to move on to other things that might feel actually incredibly fluid and easy for you. And I'm wondering, Taurus, honey, if it's just a matter of you letting some things go. Because whatever it is that you're holding on to, if it was really contributing to your Ten of Pentacles, it would have evidence by now. And the only reason I think it doesn't have evidence is because you're showing me strength, which is very much you. I've got to hold on to this. It might be part of my Ten of Pentacles. I strongly suspect some of you, despite the strong inclination here that you are feeling towards love, and there's that beautiful confidence right here. I know, Christina, I know. Taurus is telling me, I know. I could go from Four of Cups to Chariot. I know I could like that. Knight of Pentacles in the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. You know you could, and with very little hesitation. That's fast for you, honey. I'm not trying to pick. I'm just saying, for Taurus, that's fast. That's and with confidence too. It's beautiful. I love it. But it's kind of theoretical, right? You're not happy. You're not. That's not. I'm not saying you're miserable. And I'm not saying you're crying your eyes out every day. What I'm saying is that there's a low level meh attached to your energy, and that meh is coming across not once but twice with the Four of Cups as well as the Four of Pentacles. This is repetition pattern behavior as well as emotional pattern behavior. And it's like your energy is just itching to develop itself further in love and in life. I'm seeing a combination of two. Again, for cross watchers or unfamiliar with the earth energy, it's usually one and the same for Taurus or any earth sign. Really, in order for their love to sort of take off and blossom and bloom, they need to have their energy freed up to do that, okay? Because Taurus tends to throw themselves into one thing at a time. And it's kind of like when they complete that checklist, then they move on to the next thing. And honey, I'm looking for a Taurus who's ready to move on to the next thing. I do. I see it. It's here. It's beautiful. It has massive potential. But it's like you have not given yourself permission to move forward despite knowing that you could. Overwhelmingly so. And that's beautiful confidence. It's very much on point. Your instinct is killer. It's correct. It's beautiful, right? But you're like, I'm still stuck back here on that first checkbox, Christina. I could have a Two of Cups. I could have an Ace of Wands. And it does look like there was an energy here that you know is capable of those things because it's so distinct. It's so sharp with the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands. But you're like, now's not a good time. How long, Taurus, has it not been a good time? That's my question to you, and that's something to think about. Okay, it's like I would love to move forward. I would love to have love. Now it's not a good time. Oh, that old Taurian conflict. When is a good time, Taurus? I know. Multitasking is not really your thing. And just again, it's like you like to have the stepping stones in place. I want step 1 done, and then I can move to 2. And when I'm done with 2, I can go to 3. There's something back here that I know in your material world and or your physical environment, it's not in place to you. And again, I suspect a big part of that, because you're showing me strength, I have to hold on to this. Perhaps you are convinced this contributes to your lifestyle, your 10 of Pentacles, but the fact that you're having to hold on to it so tightly tells me this is why you haven't gotten past step 1, despite knowing you absolutely could. You know, I don't know. Let's take a look. But you have come to associate what is a very strong love energy here, possibly a new pathway with the Ace of Wands. It's 10 of Wands, Christina. I gotta see this Lovers now. Oh my goodness. Show me that. Show me the Lovers energy, please. Okay. Might be having unexpected summer storm, which I live for. Oh, I love a summer storm, you know. So unexpected, so moody, so out of the nowhere. Those are the best. Show me. Show me the Lovers, please. I don't know if you heard that. Show me the Lovers, please. Six of Pentacles, the Star. Okay. 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 All right. We got some concession here. Okay. Okay. We'll take that. I'll take that. We're gonna take that. We'll take that, Taurus. Okay. We'll do that. We're gonna take that. That's great. So Lovers here, strong, some sort of strong connection, honey, and we identify it with the stars. This is a long-term value. This is something that we aim for, we hope to achieve for. It's a long-standing vision. It means a lot to us. It also has a great deal of desire built into it. When we wish upon a star, it represents the kind of the strongest wish we could make for ourselves on the personal level. It does require more work than, say, living under the sun, which is comparatively much easier. So there is a concession here with your energy that Six of Pentacles. I'm trying, Christina. I want to incorporate more of my own personal desires. I want to incorporate more of a stability factor with what looks like potentially a very strong connection. I want to develop that. I do. I'm trying to put more into it, not less. Okay, so while I associate with strain and I'm not able to devote a great deal of my energy towards it, I am trying to engage in it in a way that's practical and in the real world. Six of Pentacles. Now we have a far-reaching concept of the star. Again, heavy association with desires, wishes, wants, and what we can see for the long term, right? Beautiful, right? Lovely. And the Lovers. Okay, so are you going at this energy with the full blast of the potential that you could? No. Are you trying to make strides in it? Yes, at least you were in the recent past, okay? And it's looking like it's carrying over to some extent. That Ten of Wands seems to be dead center of your reading. So we're going to see, speaking of which, let's get it. I want to know what this is. That's really bothering me. What are you holding on to, or what's holding you back? You know, Taurus, I don't remember who I just said this for, but when you hold on to things, it's not really you that's holding on to them. It's more like they're holding on to you. Stuff, situations, people, they have as much power as you allow them. So if you tell yourself you can't really move forward, you can't really move forward, you can't really move forward because you have XYZ on your back, well, who put it on your back? Who allowed you to put it on your back? I know it seems like time, situation, circumstance forces us into pressuring ourselves to do more, to achieve more, to carry more, but it was ultimately our decision that allowed that stuff to get on our back. Okay? You can drop it off. Just saying. What? I am responsible, Christina. Oh, I know, honey. You're preaching to the choir. I know. Show me that Ace of Cups, please. Show me that Ace of Cups. But you are, to your credit, trying to engage in this. Okay? And it is beautiful. And I hope you continue to give to it. I do, because it does seem to be a lot to you. Your energy would really like to... I'm telling you, Taurus, honey, it's like your energy really wants to buck whatever this is off so you can just... so that you can be you. So you can be free to be you and act in accordance with your wishes, wants, and your desires. And you're being held back, though. Okay. All right. Show me that Ten of Wands, please. Now, it could be that old conflict, that old chestnut of work-life balance. Sure. Show me that Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. See, it's not like you... There it is again. You're still looking at it. You are literally looking at it. The Lovers is here twice. Page of Swords. Ace of Cups. It's like you know it. It's like you're looking at the very thing that you know could very well make you happy. You know it. You're looking at it. You're trying to engage in it. Communication, of course. There might be some communication with this person fairly soon. Which way it's going, I don't know. But when you connect with that energy, it just hits you. Right in the soft space, honey. Right in the soft space. Right there. Right there. And it's here for you multiple times. I mean, it hits you right in the feels. Some of you saw a dove this morning. White. A white bird. That's confirmation. Anyway, it's there. It's still, it's rolling over. It's rolling over quite beautifully. You're still trying to engage in it, whatever this is. They're still there in your energy. You keep your eye on it. You try to communicate with it. But your page, your real world engagement and or communication is so small compared to how it hits you in your energetic field, as it were. It's like there's something in your heart space that just wishes to be so much bigger and healing in and of itself. It's kind of like if you could just throw all this responsibility off and engage with this very strong connection, you would. All right, let's see this guy, this Ten of Wands. What's going on here? See, despite that, it's like, oh, you know what time it is. Oh, you know what time it is. It couldn't be a Taurus reading without it. And once more, The neighbors are making offerings to Our Lady of Perpetual Lawn Care. Yes, they are. Oh, they heard that thunder, honey. They heard the rumble. And they're like, you know what? We got to get the lawnmower out now. You could sit. Like, I swear, my neighbors are so predictable. They are so predictable. Oh, is that inclement weather? Let's get the mower out right now. God knows when we're going to have the next chance. God, honey, there it is. You know, hi, for those of you who are new to the channel, my Taurus collective, excuse me, is used to this. But if you're not, I feel from home, particularly my front windows. I have very large front windows, and we hear everything around here. Yep, we hear everything. So that's people have come to think of it as a very auspicious thing. When the lawnmower inevitably shows up during their reading. Oh, it's legit. We hear the lawnmowers. I'm starting to think that too, honey. All right, some of that Ten of Wands, please. King of Swords. Look at that. Determination. 3. Look at you, though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. King of Swords and 3 Cups. You are determined to connect, though. Despite the weight of this thing, despite the weight of this, in your estimation, your energy feels perpetually weighed down by circumstances that are outside of your control, or most likely you feel are part of your control, that you have to control it, okay? That you have to hold on to things that aren't necessarily yours, but that's still your decision. That's something for you to think about. Knight of Cups. Jesus! Honey! I wish you could see this through my eyes. Your initial baseline, clarification, Ace of Wands, something that presents itself as dual in nature. It's within you and it's also outside of you. In other words, someone's reflecting back this energy on you in terms of compatibility, pairing specifically. Let's just call it pairing. Emotional pairing, spiritual pairing, that kind of thing. Deep connection, which you tell me it's important to you. The star wouldn't be here otherwise. And you are trying to give something of it, of your energy to it. 6 of Pentacles. You keep your eye on it. And when you communicate with whatever this is, it hits you right in the feels. It softens that heart muscle of yours considerably, but you don't overly engage in it. You're still showing me sort of minimal efforts and or communication for something that seems to be very large to you. And it's kind of like, if I could throw myself into it, I would. And that 4 Cups keeps tying back to this 4 over here. So I know a big part of your material energy feels prohibited. It does. And it's that thing in you where it's like, I wish I could just shove this off my plate so I could focus on this, and you're just not able to. But here's the thing: you don't stop, you don't quit, and that's beautiful. It tells me it means something to you. So the 10 of Wands is on top of that, dead center of the reading. There it is again. There's that 10 of Wands. You're strained, you're burdened, you have a great deal of responsibilities. But look at you. You're like, I don't care. That's what it is. It's like, I don't care, but in the best way. It's kind of like saying, you know what? Your need for I don't care is getting stronger. I suppose as the progression of your reading is going, I don't care in you is getting stronger. You want to engage in this more, not less. And despite whatever it is that surrounds you, how difficult things are, your energy is trying to engage more, not less. And it's with that determination too. It's like, you know what? I'm going to make time. I'm going to make time. 3 Cups, Knight of Cups. I'm making time. I'm making time. I'm making time. Right? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Taurus is saying, I don't care. I don't care. Things aren't perfect. There's things slowing me down. I have a great deal of respect, but I don't care. I don't care. I like this. I like this. It's like you're trying to become more flexible, Taurus. You're trying to become more flexible. I do, instead of that, I have to clear step 1 in order to go to step 2. And I think you're starting to see the overlap, like the Venn diagram, about how you don't necessarily have to finish the first thing in order to find overlap with the second thing. You can start building bridges between the two connectivity points without officially clearing one before you kind of go into a second. Is that what I'm saying? There is the overlap of energies. It's like your responsibilities continue. You have difficulties in and around your structure that you have to maintain, or you feel you do. Some of that's imposed. But you're like, I don't care. I can make room for this too. I can make room. Good for you. Good for you. I can make room for this too, Taurus says. I can. Not everything has to be so front to back, cut, dry, step one, step two. And you're trying to show me a great deal more flexibility because it means something to you. Look how much it means to you. Look, that's why you keep engaging in it. It's because it means a lot to you. And it's kind of like over here with your energy. It's like, dude, if I could just take off into this and just focus on that, and if I could just focus on being in love and being nurtured and cared for and being my most King of Pentacles self, and if I could give that in return with the Knight of Swords, I would have done it yesterday, Christina. Okay, but there are circumstances here that are beyond my control, which is kind of contributing to this situation. But other than that, it's like, but I can't not engage in it either. It calls to me, it speaks to me, I harmonize with it, I resonate with it. Well, I dare say my cups vibrate in this, like with somebody else. I told you it's a dual here. It's duality here. Or somebody's reflecting it back on you. Now, show me this Two of Swords, please. Two of Swords for you, very normal. At least, from my experience it is for Taurus. Show me that Two of Swords, please. But you're just like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to try. Not everything can be perfect. My energy is not as free as I'd like it to be, but by God, I'm going to try. And so you are. Show me that Two of Swords, please. You know what? That reminds me, last year... That's how my brain works. Last year, I remember distinctly, it was an Aries reading. I remember this. It started to sleet, and somebody got the blower out. Honey, people in Texas are crazy. Unusual weather. I better take care of the lawn real quick. It's like it's not going to be there tomorrow. That's what kills me. Like it's not going to be there tomorrow. Two of Swords. I'm sorry. Eight of Cups. Magician. Interesting. Ten of Cups. See. Six of Swords underlying. Yeah, we're getting to that. Look at that. Look at that. You have some confusion in you. I'm looking at a Taurus who, you tend to get caught up in your head about things that aren't clear to you. Like I said, when Taurus knows when to invest, when it's clear, it's cut, it's obvious, you have no hesitation. You just do it. It's in your nature. You are the resource gatherer, right? The only time you get confused is when an investment isn't immediately clear to you, but you have an inclination towards it. So you kind of do this cautious forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And that's one of the things that drives people absolutely crazy about the Taurus energy. That's everybody. All signs have pros, thus they have cons, right? And this is yours. So something here speaks to you strongly, but for some reason it's not obvious. Like your energy's not clearly able to engage in it the way that you want, but you don't want to leave it alone. You don't want to. It calls to you. So you give parts of yourself as best as you can. And I'm seeing a Taurus who's determined to make more time for whatever this is, to engage in it more, to experience it more, to feel it more specifically, because your feelings keep coming up, but in all the best respects. Every time your feelings come up, yes, despite the difficulty of circumstances, you keep showing me a great deal of positivity surrounding it. Your emotionality flows when in proximation of this connection. But then you're also reminded, shh, look at all this stuff I got to do. Things aren't perfect. My real world's kind of a mess. I've got too much going on. There's more to it than that. I'm not done with that. Anyway, I'm sorry. The Two of Swords. So yeah, there is an admission here of confusion. And you kind of want to stop getting in your head about it. You kind of want to stop doing the back and forth of it's not clear, it's not clear, it's not clear. The only thing you seem to know with any sense of assuredness is that it feels very good to you. That's all you seem to know. And it's hard for you to figure out your direction because something feels very strong and or good to you. And you want more of it. That's why you're doing this kind of delicate dance. And the more you engage in it, the more it's like, I want more of it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Things aren't perfect, and that's fine. I need to get over that. I just need to accept it. And then also, I may not know what this is about. I just know I feel strongly towards it, and I want to trust myself more, not less, right? And like I said, when an investment's clear to you, you don't hesitate. You never do. You always know when to jump on something when it's a good thing. But things that aren't so definable, things that have a lot of question marks, you end up doing this dance. And you're becoming a really good dancer. You are. You're becoming a good dancer. You really are. You're learning to trust yourself more. And whatever this is to you. Congratulations, your engine works. Sorry, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. Just people who idle. Sorry. Just, it's just, you don't hear it, but I do. It's like, congratulations, honey. Your car works. I'm glad you left it idling for 5 minutes. That's awesome. Cheers. But you are becoming an incredibly good dancer. I like this. I like this. I know it seems tricky. I know you're doing this back and forth, and I know it seems like things aren't perfect or ideal. And nothing ever is it? You know, there's some things you know absolutely 100% to be correct with you, for you, and you don't hesitate. That's like Taurus and the Ace of Pentacles. You're like, that, no problem, right? That's you. Love stuff. Huh. I love it though. That's no, I think that's the perfect phrase for it. It's like you're becoming a good dancer, honey. You really are. You're not giving yourself nearly enough credit. I can see the strain in your energy. I want things clear cut, black, white. Step 1, check. Step 2, aha. But it's just life isn't always like that. And you're trying to accommodate the structure that you have versus the love that you are trying to get in. And it's here. It's here. And you know it's here, and you try to give it more of yourself, not less. This just makes me go, ah. This is that Taurus energy that just makes me go, oh my God. Will you stop it? This is Taurus energy right here. This thing makes me feel really, really good, and and you know, I'm trying to open myself up to it because it's hard for you. You're the bull. It's hard for you to be vulnerable. But the thing is, when things hit you, they hit you hard, and that's one of the reasons why your cautionary system so famously kicks in. Is because when something makes the bull feel squishy, right? It's different for Earth. It's different for Taurus. So I love this, and you are trying to. It's beautiful, honey. And you want more of it. And you are trying to give less and less credit to the confusion of your thoughts. That tendency you might have to overthink things, get your natural feelings caught up in your headspace where they just sit there and brew and sit there and brew and sit there and brew, and they don't inform you anymore. Whereas your instinct is 100% correct. Okay? 100% correct. Oh, I love a thunderstorm. Especially when it's the summer. When it just rolls in. When I did Libras a couple weeks ago. Oh, the sky went dark in minutes. Oh, it was brilliant. And it's happening now, too. Oh, beautiful. Are we switching or are we staying? I have a feeling about that. We'll get to that. One more. Show me that 6 of Swords, please. Six of Swords, movement, willful, I believe, willful movement into the Wheel of Fortune. But, Page of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Swords, please. Queen of Pentacles, that's you, baby. As you progress, there it is. Beautiful. Brilliant. You know what you want. And it becomes more and more solid. More so solid in the future. You do. Some of you, September is going to be very good. More than you knew. More than you knew. For some of you, that's a song. Six of Swords, movement, underlying, case in point. Thank you. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, be you male or female, I do not care. It is your energy. So, it softens when you want to move into, not just, it's Six of Swords, we must remember, is calm, peaceful. It's a peaceful transition. It's literally, the translation is calmer waters. Okay. In other words, when we start, our mind stops fighting against us. And we understand how we meant to move forward. It's a peaceful thing. It's almost like a sigh in our mind of knowing the truth of what it is we're supposed to do, where it is we're supposed to go, what it is we're supposed to exit, and what it is we're supposed to enter. The fact that you have the Wheel of Fortune right next to it tells me that this is where you want to be. So here's the open acknowledgement. And I hope you do, because your natural state of grace energy is here. It's apparent. And it suggests back to that, tying back to this Ace of Cups that is in your current as well as in your future orientation, tells me it's a much stronger, acknowledgement of where it is you want to be. And it's that very energy that that again makes you kind of soft and squishy. You know, and it's a strong connection. And it provokes in you the softest of your heart spaces. And when you seem to understand that better, you're like, okay, maybe in accepting this love energy, the frustration I felt in my real world, my material world, what we opened up with, is actually what gives me the most comfort and sense of self and nurturing. To love and to allow myself to be loved is the best form of self-care. So while my physical environment or my real world may not be the easiest, one of the things that will make it easier is to accept or move into the love that I want, right? And that's where your real power seems to come from, is an understanding what love is correct for you, okay? What is it that I'm being, okay, something over here I'm supposed to look at. Show me this. What is it, please? What is it, please, for Taurus? Excuse me. Show me this Wheel of Fortune, please. Or whatever it is I'm supposed to see. I don't quite know. What is it okay. Oh. Five of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. Very good. So that's what does it. That's the bridge. That's not incidental then. 4 plus 5 also adds up to 9. And it's consistent energy. Matching sweet. Like I said, September is going to be an awesome month for some of you. Very good. You will be breaking from that which you've held on to that was unnecessary. Those kind of self-imposed responsibilities that are on your back. The ones that you don't necessarily need to carry, but you got used to it or told yourself you had to. And that's what's going to give you the natural catalyst and or bridge into moving into the energy that is correct for you, i.e. you. And the one that provokes your natural heart space. And breaking free from it. Beautiful. Well done. So that's the bridge then. That's a big part of being that Queen and King of Pentacles, if you are a true resource gatherer. Okay? if you are someone who truly personifies that energy that says, I know what's best for me, I know how to nurture me, and I know how to nurture my home space, specifically those I want in my home space. That is self-love. You parting with the Four of Pentacles, whatever that is to you, that you seem to associate is your Ten of Pentacles, but isn't. Okay? Your long-standing, well, longevity, your foundation, something in that mix doesn't add up anymore. And that's what you part ways with. And this is what allows Taurus to do Taurus. Beautiful. Well done. Was there anything else in here, please? There they are again. The Lovers, Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Chariot. It's happening. That's a lot. And I'm not saying this is happening overnight. This is an unfolding process, which I say for you all the time because your energy is a little slower. But like I said, when Taurus makes up their mind, they tend to move. So like I said, this back and forth, this delicate dance, which has allowed you to become a very good dancer. Okay? When there's less confusion about it, and you break away from that which no longer serves you, what holds you back, could be a behavior, a pattern, responsibilities that are not yours, or something that you think is a Ten of Pentacles that isn't. That is, wow. There they are again. I don't normally accept this many, but because it had the Lovers in it as well as the Chariot, which is repeating energy, the Lovers is here 3 times, plus the Chariot, you know, it's kind of straightforward. You find that balance there, the Eight of Pentacles, practice makes perfect. You want to maintain the connection at a much stronger rate and or frequency that you have been experiencing it. Hence, you're amplifying your frequency, your in-love energy. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. That's a lot. This will not happen overnight. But it will happen. That, my love, is what you call a winning hand. And that's just what fell out. Like I said. And it all begins with building that bridge. You're kind of tired of doing this delicate dance, and I don't blame you. You're trying to engage in something that evokes very powerful, not just feelings in you, but a sense of something greater. A sense of something greater than yourself. And that's why, despite the strain that you keep showing me, you keep doing it. Is because ultimately you know what it is that you want. Ultimately you know where your energy is best served and will be reciprocated in love. Okay. Ultimately you know and feel the long-term commitment in this as well. Okay. It's like all these little layers are falling away from you. Whatever that is. Some of these little layers are falling away from you, and the bigger part of Taurus is emerging, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That Wheel of Fortune, obviously, like I said, not all of this is happening in September. I'm seeing the shift into something powerful, but that you can have here on planet Earth while you're alive. And that's, we should all be so lucky. Okay. You're shifting into that. And it really comes down to you peacefully, which is very much in your nature. 6 of Swords, moving forward into the Queen of Pentacles, and understanding that when you accept that Ace of Cups, when you accept the Lover's energy, that sense of completeness and things needing to be just so before you can move forward, those are null and void concepts. You can't have overlap, right? In terms of moving forward in your life, things are not perfect, as we know. Fixed signs, we really want things to be as ideally perfect and structured as possible because we don't like question marks. We don't. We like structures. We like... Thank you. But that's not life, is it? And that's where we all need to get a little better. But here's the good news, right? Once you have it, Taurus, honey, you start maintaining it at a glorious rate, right? So 4 to the 6, Page of Swords, it's like you're getting, I swear to God, it's like the more you can associate how this person makes you feel, that need for a rigid, assured reality that has strong boundaries becomes less imperative as you want to go with the flow. I mean, there's you right there saying, look, despite the intensity I feel sometimes in the strain, I have got to make this happen. I have got to make this happen. I know the bigger part of me, Taurus, knows what's going on. I do. I know what's going on. And you know what? The heck with it. That's my manifestation. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. To heck with it. This is what I want. Right? To heck with it. I promised I declared that I would reduce my swearing. I'm not saying I'm not saying I catch all of it, but I am saying I would improve. Okay? Okay. We can all just agree to disagree. No, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do. I just, it's here. It's beautiful. I love a good rain. I love a good rain. We do. Anyway, I said I would tone down the swearing a little bit. I don't need swear words to be sassy, honey. It's an attitude. Okay? You either are or you're not. I mean, really. Okay. Page of Pentacles. I love that. I love that. Page of Pentacles. I know. Hold on. We're going to wait on that. There's something in there for you. I know there is. Anyway, we're all about maintenance. All right? Now that we pull in the Lover, we pull in the Queen of Wands, right? So the fire, the intensity. But it's with premise. Yes? The Chariot is our best in-love vehicle. I know you've heard me say it before. So not only do we have the intensity of the full-on heart space being expressed, which is why you kept an eye on this thing, because it provokes such strong feelings in you. Here we are claiming it. We're moving towards it with some speed, but it's after the stage of the Wheel of Fortune. After you break ties from a Four of Pentacles, whatever it is that you hold on to or has held you back, and you understand, and this final removal of that particular blockage has allowed you to become a Queen of Pentacles that says, in order for me to be happy, in order for me to claim my Ace of Cups, this is how I need to move forward. And that no longer includes these things, whatever they are to you. It's like your roadblocks has been lifted, but it's under your permission. Anyway, so it's here, it's viable. So we have the strong feelings as well as the real world application of maintenance. There's that manifestation again. It's like, that's it. I want it. I want this. I want this. I'm tired of acting like I don't. I'm tired of acting like everything's such a strain. Yeah? All right. Page of Pentacles. Keep on, keep on. This is beautiful, honey. This is beautiful. So there you are. So simple, right? Harmony of the self, the mind, the emotions. It looks so simple. But how it plays out is that you have become an excellent water dancer. You might have some very strong water in your chart, particularly Cancer. Some of that Page of Pentacles, please. Some of that Page of Pentacles, please. Oh, I'm getting to it. Three of Wands, yeah. Strength, very good. You have a new level of strength. In other words, you have a new reason to be strong. Where you opened up with strength for beautiful reasons, but responsible reasons that aren't necessarily yours. Okay, you're showing me strength for very different reasons. You're holding out strength for a future that you can now see. Perhaps you couldn't see it before, but you can now. It's like the blinders have come off. You are actually now investing with some sense of proper strength, positive strength, okay, that works for you, not against you. And now you're looking out on the horizon, but with sensible hope of real application. Okay. a good hope. It's a proper hope. Proper strength. A strong sense that this is the correct investment. It took me a while to kind of see it for what it is. I could feel it. I know, but feeling it and experiencing it are two different things, right? You can feel something so terribly, terribly strongly, but if it doesn't have definition, it can mess with us, right? And like I said, Taurus, you don't hesitate, honey, when an investment's obvious, but what happens when it's not obvious? All you can do is go by the instinct. Just look at your behaviors, look at your actions. Okay, why is it, despite the circumstances and the enormity of responsibility that you sometimes feel, you keep coming back to this, and every time you do, your energy shows up stronger and more determined to engage in it, even if it's not easy, convenient, or who knows. I don't know. But I say good for you. Bravo. You know what the good thing is now. You do. And the good thing ultimately, honey, is you. You'll always be your best investment. And your best investment says, Taurus, if we're being honest with ourselves, this is what we want. We want to move forward into it peacefully, and that means parting ways with whatever it is that's been holding us back. And whatever that is to you, time delays that were unnecessary burdens and responsibilities, or putting a lot of your time, energy, and effort into a foundation that frankly isn't living up to its namesake. Because why else are you showing me strength of the Four of Pentacles? You're telling me you're having to hold on to something that may not necessarily benefit you in the long term. You know what I mean? And sometimes, though, you get caught up in that energy of like, but it's mine. So, right? If it's mine, I got to be responsible for it. It doesn't have to be yours. Don't own something that's not yours. Or stop insisting on owning something that does not lend to you. And Ten of Pentacles. Because as far as I can tell, this has only been the real prohibitor, whatever that is to you. But it's like, damn it, despite the strain, despite the difficulty, I have to try. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've said it. Where are we on time? Oh! I had no idea. What is it? What is it? There's something over here. This is the Dark Tarot. What is this? The only thing I'm very curious about in terms of time is that Wheel of Fortune, because once you ease into your own dedication of future orientation of self, love, where it is you want to be, and who it is you want to be with, that's when things really start to turn on that Wheel of Fortune, and the way you've always wanted to see yourself in future and live is there, and that's not going to be subject to September. It's a far-reaching concept. I'm very curious about that. What is it I'm supposed to see here, please? Page of Cups, yes. New love investment, emotional investment, vulnerability, Seven of Pentacles. It's been long growing in your heart space. Three of Cups was trying to come out. What about it? Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups. It has been growing in your heart space for some time. The stars. This connection. Your desires, your hopes. It's actually been growing in you for a long time. It might be what you might call a neglected garden. So the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the stars. It's been growing no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. It's been with you. It's kind of like the neglected garden here. Seven of Pentacles. We know something can grow. It just kind of stopped because we stopped giving it our attention. That doesn't mean that the imperative was not growing without our immediate attention. These things often happen unconsciously, especially since the stars is attached to it. So this feeling in you that has grown and why you've become such a competent dancer, and whatever this is, it's like, you know what, I don't care. I gotta do this. That's because indeed, that's what you have been feeling and or accumulating in your energy for some time, and you are conservative with your energy. You can have something on the back burner for a long time, a very long time, until finally it grows. Okay? And it becomes a point, an imperative point to you. And it's not just love, it's in life for you. Yeah, it's kind of the neglected garden of your emotions. your desires, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and also your long-term star vision. And whoever that is to you who has shown up multiple times, that provokes your Ace of Cups. They're here. And it's beautiful. So this has been cooking. It's been cooking. You may not have known it. Not at the conscious level. But as you have grown as a person, this has continued to grow with you too. Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, Four of Wands. It's kind of like a relationship energy. Four of Wands, I always default to relationship, not necessarily commitment. It could be. It typically means my energy plus your energy stands up for each other. We reflect back on each other, i.e. mirroring. You and I have similar relationship goals. You and I have similar relationship energy, that kind of thing. We feed each other's frequency appropriately, so i.e. relationship energy. Eight of Cups and Six of Cups, there is a sort of emotional reminiscence in you of, with nostalgia here. Six of Cups, I mean more soul bond energy. There is sort of an emotional nostalgia in you about happiness of relationship and feeding each other, and what does that look like. There's something in you that has been feeling kind of soft and far away for a while. And I do believe it's part of this sort of neglected garden concept about your emotions having grown, wanting more, wanting to incorporate more, but it always feels like it's never a good time. And that's usually how these things work. They're never a good time. But this has actually been with you for a long time. It's just been kind of growing up on you behind your back. That kind of thing. But yeah, there's an emotional reminiscence in you that's kind of sweet. And it's kind of soft. And it feels like it's been far away. And it was kind of always this idea of proper emotional balance and relationship, and remembering what that looks like, and you know, living with each other, having those feelings, having a certain level of depth that you can enjoy with somebody who reflects that energy back on you. It's kind of like your sense of emotional dreams, as it were, has been developing in your garden for a long time, but it's not one that you've given a lot of attention to. Something like that. And now that it's kind of here, you want to give it attention. Okay? I hope that was helpful. Sorry it's so vague, but there is a dreamy sort of nostalgia here I can't quite pick up on, but it puts you into a soft space. I keep saying your soft space. It puts you into a place of reminiscence. Just more soul bond energy. If you have Aquarius in your chart, you might want to check theirs out. At least their last one, which I believe was their... Was it their next 3 months? Something about a birthday wish? Yeah, something like that. But yes, it's like an old wish in you that's coming to the forefront in your reality and how you're dealing with it. Which reminds me, that's so impressive. This is incredibly impressive. That's incredibly impressive. Let's do that. Some of this Wheel of Fortune. There it is again. Ultimate dreams, desires, hopes, wishes, longevity of such in our pathways. What it is we reach for and why. The ultimate. Late January to late February, next Aquarius season. So what begins now? And your determination to give it more, not less. Might really pick up. Some of you started feeling this last Aquarius season, in which case it'll come full circle. So, whatever it is that you are beginning to show energetic strides in. It's not incidental. It's quite strong. It's quite provoking. And it makes you wonder why you keep trying to reach for it. It's such a pain in the ass right now. It's such a pain in the ass right now. But you keep reaching for it, Taurus. What does that tell you? I told you your instinct is 100% correct. Your instinct is on point. Look at that Taurian instinct. It's on point despite the disharmony and unhappiness. Your instinct is incredibly on point, and that's why you keep driving back to this. So I'm telling you, what begins now is going to unfold now, might very well come to fruition more so by Aquarian season, okay? The Empress. That's you. Okay, that was actually the Seven of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, less than 7 weeks, there might be some very strong energy here. Oh, let us deign to calculate. Oh, this is fun. Is that my Libra season? That wasn't too hard, Christina, was it? I'm real fun with dates. That's why I got a calendar, honey. I got a master calendar. Oh, we gotta have that master calendar, honey. We have to. Oh, that's what that was kicking off. It's the calendar reminder. Okay. Okay, less than 7 weeks for some of you, specifically Libra season. There might be some really important energy. Sorry. Yeah, correct. Okay, so that person, Page of Swords, with that strong lovers union, that softens up the old heart space there. Okay, there's going to be some critical energy with this person. I don't see it really advancing here in September. What I see is that you are making huge energetic strides to give more and connect more strongly to something that provokes your instincts as much as it does. I don't see that really coming to fruition in terms of that glorious layout that we see until later. But there will be some strong connectivity. I do believe in less than yes, case in point. 3 Yes, there will be some strong connectivity with that person in less than 7 weeks, i.e. Libra season. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. What else? And so, okay, so that might really provoke more of that wheel to turn. Libra season. You'll have more insight. I'm not saying you're not seeing this person. You are. You do connect with them. But there's something about the imperative energy making a stronger stride by then, something like that. Yes. Communication back and forth between you two. Absolutely. Yeah. That Libra season. Yes, you're looking forward to it. Yeah, that's all I'm getting is the immediate upfront, but that's when the Wheel of Fortune or the wheel seems to be turning correct. It's heavy connectivity with this person in September. That's where a lot of this energy seems to really be prompting the wheel. Okay, so while I see basic communications between you and this person over the period of this whole time, there seems to be some critical energy exchange around Libra season, September. Where things kind of move. I'm concentrating on that Wheel of Fortune to get it prompted more, okay, into this playing itself out, which is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I keep getting Libra season, so that's when it seems to turn more strongly in that direction. Okay, see, I told you the process has already begun. This is where we are. Virgo season, Libra, which is next. Okay, so there's going to be some strengthening there about the future in Libra. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so glad to get this one for you, Taurus, honey. You deserve it. Like always, you take all your readings with a certain level of grace and dignity and charm. I just wish other folks could do that. But then they'd be Taurus. Ah, look at you. You're all over this, Toro. So, there you are. I have the medallions in Latin as well as English. Yeah, that's you. Taurus. You could be dealing with fellow Taurus. You might be a double, triple Taurus, X. Chakra. The chakra is in alignment. Yes, I should say so. When you have this idea of, okay, maybe the circumstances aren't great, but the best way to improve that is for me to accept what it is I do want, not what I don't want, right? And moving forward in that direction. For some of you, there'll be some critical energy around the crescent moon. I don't have my calendar in front of my face. That's not going to happen, so I could not tell you. But I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess the crescent moon around Libra season. There might be some critical energy there. M. Anything else, please? More of that star pathway energy too. Oh Lord. 2 M's. Beautiful. Great. M&M. Does that help you? Maybe a person likes M&Ms. I don't know. The Great White Shark, of course, that is Scorpio energy. Big heart, big love. Yes, of course. The Eiffel Tower, one of my favorites and one that you tend to pull quite a bit. You know, honey, I think you want a love as big and as strong as you are, you know? Even though it's not exactly a squishy concept, the Eiffel Tower, it is one of the strongest in love, you know? Built on real solid foundations, yes? Okay, that's enough. Yes, but worthy and very glad to have this one for you. This is beautiful. It's nice to see something like this for you. It's terribly, terribly refreshing, and I hope to see more like it. I can't wait to check on you next. What is the next round of readings? I want to say it's Intimate Tarot. Again, I need to look at the calendar. But yeah, I can't wait to check on you. Hopefully I can see a continuation of this. I absolutely love this. You are becoming an excellent dancer in your own energy, particularly where your water is concerned. That strong feeling and your strong instinct, you honoring that, really allows you to move into the next phase of your life. This is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Taurus, you put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.